Okay, having established that you are a backward faller or a railroad person, how did you get that way? It had to do with when you first were a little kid sitting on the ground and you wanted to get up. Come on down. You knew that the world worked better if your head was higher up and you could see more, and you're down here on the floor. Well, when you got up, you felt that you had to do so independent of external support. That shows in the way you get up today, but it also shows in the musculature that has shaped your body. If you got someone who does push-ups all day long, he looks kind of like this. You got someone who does lat pulls all day long, he looks kind of like that. Well, if you've got someone who uses their back muscles all day long, you get someone who looks kind of like that. But why did you do that? Where did that start? I hypothesize that you felt at home that your parents loved you, but they were going to let you discover the world on your own, and they weren't going to hover over you overprotectively. And so when you got up in a way that's consistent with feeling like, okay, well, I got to do this, and you got the foot up, and you lifted like this to bring yourself up, and then you looked around and saw the world and said, oh, I want to go someplace and see something. So you saw something that interested you, and you put a foot there and pulled yourself toward it step by step. Now, biomechanics as a personality analysis method is predicated on the idea that we do everything mentally and emotionally exactly the same way we do it physically, because we learned it physically first. So if you pull yourself this way towards solving the problem of seeing what's on the dresser, if I walk up to you on a bar and say, hey, what do you say? Whoa, where did you go to school? What do you do for a living? What's your religion? How much money? You're going to want to know more facts about me before you let me closer. You're going to figure things out. We're going to make $100 million. Yeah, back down, big boy. What are we going to do first? Then what? Then what? That sound kind of like the way you think? Because it's written in your body. It's written in your musculature. Now, there are three different ways.
Certain things I need to know.
Well, I needed to know them, because as a child, my first thing would be to tell you all about what we're going to do, and you're like, what? It's crazy. But if I said, Mom, if we went downtown, and while we were downtown, we were near that place with the ice cream, and if we had some time, and I have $5 I saved up, I could get her to go and buy me ice cream. But with someone else, another approach, like saying, remember that wonderful strawberry ice cream that we love so much? Let's go get some. That would work with me, but it wouldn't work with her. But even going a little further back, I know, predicated on the way that you stand and breathe, that when you crawled as a child, you did so in a staggered cross-lateral pattern. Left arm, right leg, right arm, left leg. And as you know, I work a lot with stroke survivors who have one half of the brain crashed in a stroke. So I know an awful lot about what happens in each hemisphere of the brain. Your left hemisphere, which moves the right side of your body, controls logic and words. The right hemisphere, which controls the left side of your body, handles emotion and rhythmic things. So I know that you have a slight stagger, a slight hesitation going from emotional stuff to logical stuff. I know that, stand up, do this. There's a slight hesitation there. It's not as much as some people and not as less than others, but there are things that your body does that define how your mind does things too.